Stapakaya Dharmasya Sarvadharmasvarupine Stapakaya Dharmasya Sarvadharmasvarupine Avatara Varisthaya Ramakrishna Te Namah Prakritim Paramam Abhayam Varadam Nararupadaram Janatapaharam Prakritim Paramam Abhayam Varadam Nararupadaram Janatapaharam Sharanagata Sevakato Shakarim Pranamami Paranjananim Jagatam Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Mritangamaya Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Mritangamaya Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Let us offer our salutations to Sri Ramakrishna, the Supreme Incarnation in this modern age, who integrated all religions of the world. Let us offer our salutations to Holy Mother, Sri Sarada Devi, the divine consort of Sri Ramakrishna, who came to revive the ideal of womanhood, who translated Sri Ramakrishna's spiritual message in her actual life. She is the remover of fear. She is the giver of boons. She took human form out of infinite compassion for the humanity, to dispel human miseries. She came as the divine companion of Sri Ramakrishna. Let us take refuge in her. Let our lives become blessed. Let us salute her, the Supreme Mother of the universe, who declared, "No one is a stranger in this world. The whole world is your own. Everyone in this universe is your friend. What a fine, soothing, elevating, uplifting, wonderful, fantastic message Holy Mother has given us. Let us pray to Sri Ramakrishna and Holy Mother. Holy Mother's birthday we observed on December 25th. Let us pray to them to lead us from unreal to the real, to lead us from dreadful darkness of ignorance to the wonderful light of knowledge, to lead us from most horrifying death to ever blissful, immortal state. Today is New Year's Day. I pray to the Divine Supreme to bestow His blessings on all of you for wonderful, prosperous, happy life in the ensuing year. May your aspirations be fulfilled. May you all live a righteous life. May you all be devoted and dedicated to the spiritual ideal. Today is most blessed day. On this day, Sri Ramakrishna blessed voluntarily, without anybody knocking at him, without anybody seeking him. He himself called everyone, come along. I will give you most precious thing today. Just before the passing away, one day before, Sri Ramakrishna blessed all the people, whoever it is, in the premises, Kasipur Garden House, where Sri Ramakrishna attained Mahasamadhi. He called every one of them, come on. He didn't check whether he's fit or whether he's not fit, whether he's pure, whether he's impure. Nothing of that sort. He knows how to purify everybody by a glance. What is there? Millions of births we might have committed sins. All will be burnt into ashes by just one glance from Sri Ramakrishna, who take care of everything. Let us not weep over those things. Let us try to concentrate, let us try to focus on Sri Ramakrishna and Holy Mother. So this day, since he blessed the devotees, it is called Kalpataru Day. He touched every one of them and gave them realization, the glimpse of the spiritual ideal everyone had. And this vision lasted for 2 weeks, not 1 or 2 days and just vanished like a dream. No. 15 days this divine experience each one of them had. And then finally Sri Ramakrishna said, I have given you. If you want to make it your own, do your spiritual sadhanas without giving any excuses. Try to practice it with all earnestness. You will get, I have already given you, that will stay with you if you do sadhana. So today is that most blessed day. On these special occasions, special grace will be there. They are ready to pour that grace upon every one of us who just care to come to them. Sri Ramakrishna, Holy Mother. Today, at the conclusion of the service, because it's the most auspicious occasion, January 1st, Kalpataru Day, it is very relevant that we should read the wonderful passage in the Great Master. We will be having that program too. After the program is over, every one of you here, never miss to take prasadam. Every one of you. Keep aside all your other things for the time being. They will not go away. Even if you want to forget, they will come and sit upon you. Don't worry about them. Every one of you should take prasadam. This is a special prasadam. It will have special effect upon you. It will give special happiness, special joy. Now, coming to the topic on which I have to speak today, Holy Mother, Sri Sarada Devi. Even the word mother thrills me. It takes me to a wonderful experience of heavenly joy. Even to think of mother. Why we get so much of joy? Because the purest form of love one can expect only through the mother. 100% selfless love and affection one can expect only from the mother. And Holy Mother is unique because she is the mother of everyone. Rich or poor, high or low, she is being worshipped as the blessed mother of all. If we recognize this earlier, we become blessed. Our life becomes peaceful, free from all bickerings, hatred, jealousy, all sorts of bad things ruining our life. Here is a model, symbol of moral and spiritual perfection. People talk, is it possible to be perfect? It is. See the life of Holy Mother. If you want to have the idea of purity and perfection, she is an extraordinary, unique and very rare personality. In this modern age, it is really extremely difficult to find such persons. Her love, all pervading. It is not confined to particular surroundings. Her love extends beyond barriers, everywhere. Just like sunlight shines everywhere, even so her love is everywhere. During Holy Mother's lifetime, how was the society around her? It was interwoven with rigorous laws and restrictions governing every step of one's daily life, especially that of a woman. It is extremely difficult for a woman to express her innate divine qualities fully because of so many barriers, so many obstructions, and all sorts of things. Mother was born in that background. Living in that background, Sri Sarada Devi, by her exemplary character, transcended society, stretched out a loving heart to even an helpless outcast, and placed her high up in the pedestal of human dignity by cleaning her mess. Nobody would have even thought of it, even in a dream, it could be done. Mother did it. Probably you know this incident. Akshay Kumar Sen, a great devotee of Sri Ramakrishna, who wrote Sri Ramakrishna Punthi, a wonderful collection of poems on the glory of Sri Ramakrishna. He could not visit Holy Mother, though he wanted to, because he was down with sickness. But then he wanted Mother's blessings. He knew how the blessings are most precious, most invaluable. So, Akshay Kumar Sen sent some things, vegetables, dal, rice, and so on and so forth, to Holy Mother's place where Mother was living at Jairambati, a village. So he sent these articles through a low caste woman, a laborer. And this poor lady walked through the whole distance, a few miles, in the scorching sun. Finally she came to Jairambati. Mother saw her coming from the distance towards her home. Her heart overflowed with love. The first thing Holy Mother did was, please come, take a bath. So she offered her a cool bath, and she gave her a very good meal, food. And that lady was overjoyed to see this motherly love and affection. It pierced into her heart, as it were, removed all the impurities from her heart, burnt away all the sins, and that low caste woman felt she was blessed. And Holy Mother did not want her to go back the same day, though it was only a few miles. He said, well, you need not have to go now. Take rest here tonight. So she herself made a bed for her to take rest. So what is the condition of that poor lady? Poverty, old age, long walk in the hot sun, carrying a heavy load. So these things had made that lady exhausted completely. So she needed that rest. She needed that comfort. Without her asking, Holy Mother gave that soothing comfort to her. While sleeping at night, she had a bout of malarial fever. She was not quite awake. She soiled the bed. Holy Mother used to get up very early morning. So when she got up as usual, maybe 3 o'clock, the first thing she noticed was about the soiling of the place. So Holy Mother realized that if people found out, then the poor lady would be severely scolded. So Holy Mother didn't want that to happen. Her tenderness made her extremely compassionate towards that old lady. So what did she do? She woke that woman up gently. She gave her puffed rice and jaggery for the journey, and told her to start the journey so that she will not be under the severe heat of the sun. Before the sun's heat becomes too high, it would be good if she could reach her place. So before anyone woke up, Holy Mother herself cleaned the soiled mat, swept and washed the place. Now this act, if we have got really eyes to see and understand, we boast ourselves to be very intelligent people. But we are so foolish, sometimes we don't understand the deep significance of these acts, though they appear very trivial. This act is a glowing example of reaching God through service. Service that was so self-effacing that even the one who was served did not feel embarrassed. That's it. We must carry on our activities meticulously, not in a careless way. We simply talk of karma yoga. It's very difficult. Unless you do it properly, it will never be a karma yoga. Karma yoga must purify you, must elevate you, must uplift you, must give you joy. If you think it is burden to do work, then what kind of karma yoga you are doing? There is another incident. There was a child widow living in the vicinity of Jarambati. She used to come to Holy Mother's place, often carrying the luggage of people who would come to Jarambati. Holy Mother, as I said earlier, loved everyone, rich or poor, high or low. So her love extended to this lady also. What happened was, when that child widow reached womanhood, she fell a prey to the evil designs of a person, and she conceived. Up to this time, the society was not at all bothered about her helpless condition. They didn't even recognize her existence. But now, she has become conceived. The whole society, as it were, rose in arms against her fall and decided to ostracize her according to village rules. If anybody indulges in some immoral acts, according to village laws, they would take steps to discipline the persons. When Holy Mother came to know about this, she felt terribly pained. Holy Mother praying for her, Mother of the universe, praying for mercy. There is a zamindar, a devotee of the Holy Mother. He intervened and the woman was saved. Holy Mother felt immensely relieved and she blessed the zamindar. Holy Mother said, "My son, I am extremely glad that you have saved a helpless woman. God bless you." By this incident, we get a glimpse of the broadness of her heart, which could even accept a social outcast. In those days, the caste system was terrible. Moreover, Holy Mother comes from a very orthodox Brahmin family. One who was driven out by the society was not left in the lurk by Holy Mother. She tried to penetrate into the cause of the unethical behavior of this unfortunate widow. Through her grace, good sense prevailed that guided the woman to lead a better life thereafter. Through the blessings of Holy Mother, that lady was thoroughly purified and she became a fresh flower with beautiful fragrance. There are many magnificent virtues that Holy Mother possessed. If we meditate on them, we become blessed in every respect. Another incident I want to tell you. There was one monk by the name Swami Chidananda. He was one of the main workers of the Koalpara ashrama, which was near to Jairambati, a few miles away. One day he came to Holy Mother. He was not in a good health, mentally disturbed, physically bad. He had differences with fellow workers at the ashram. So when he came to Holy Mother, his condition was extremely hopeless. He came there just to take her blessings and go away to Benares. With that idea he came there. What did Holy Mother do? She did not immediately begin to give a lecture to her, to him. She saw him with a tender look, with a motherly look. What is motherly look? It means, don't be afraid, I am here to look after you. That is motherliness. When mother saw him, she gave that impression to him. You need not have to worry about. I am here to take care of you. So what did she do? She persuaded him to stay on in Jayarambati for some time. Stay here. He began to experience the motherly love and affection extended to him by Holy Mother. They acted as such a tonic. It virtually transformed him. He got back his original health. Mind became fresh, became completely relaxed, became free from all bickerings. He was in a fine shape, ready to take any orders from Holy Mother, to do anything. He was brought up to that condition just by Mother's pure love and affection. She was deeply concerned about his welfare. The person who was ready to run away to Benares, not at all going back to Koalpara Ashrama from where he came from, now he returned back without any complaints. Not only that, when he went back, he took up heavy responsibilities. He felt, I have received Mother's blessings. Her blessings are protecting me all the time. I need not have to worry for anything. And I don't worry. Finished. Period. This incident reveals Holy Mother as an astute and able administrator, fully suited to lead a big organization. You must know the whole Ramakrishna mission was nurtured, was brought up to the glory by Holy Mother. It is through her blessings the Ramakrishna order is existing today and is carrying on its activities and is trying to maintain its high standards of spirituality. Her weapon in bringing about a change of heart in a disgruntled worker was not the conventional harsh words of discipline, but sympathy and an ability to reach out to the heart, to find the wound and apply the healing touch. Whether one be a child, a youth, or an old man tottering to his grave, one understands one universal language. What is that? That is the language of love. Language of love. Holy Mother was pure, beautiful, and an embodiment of truth. So, she could calm the worst of all storms. Her life, simple living and high thinking. That is Holy Mother. She underwent lot of hardships. She was simple and ascetic. In spite of her hectic household chorus, she never stopped her devotional practices. Never, never, never. Her japa, her meditation were extremely regular. She never complained about the things. She would never accept or adopt anything which would smack of the slightest extravagance. Once, Surendranath Gupta, a devotee, he was working in Assam. He felt he should give something to Holy Mother. So Assam shawl is very famous and very expensive too. So he brought one. Holy Mother came to know that it was a very costly one. So she refused to accept it. Why do I need such costly thing? But then the devotee began to plead, "Oh Mother, please take." Finally she relented for the sake of her devotee's sentiments, because he has brought that with so much of deep feeling of love towards Holy Mother. And so Holy Mother had to take it. But she made a statement. Then she said to him one more thing which is very important for all of us to know. She said, "My child, if you have money to spare, buy a piece of land for the benefit of sannyasins and devotees. As the head of an organization worshipped and adored by many, it would have been perfectly natural for her to accept a gift from a devotee. But Holy Mother had accepted the traditional renunciation of religion as a way of life, not for her own benefit, but for universal good. That's why she could advise donors who wanted to give money to donate it for the benefit of others. Let the money be used in a proper way. Let it be used for spiritual activity. For so many activities people use money. They don't care. But if it comes to the point of spiritual activity, they count. Oh, Swami, it costs $2. It's very costly. That calculating mind suddenly comes up. But if they have to spend money on themselves, everything is wonderful. Anyway, Holy Mother is teaching us how we should conduct our life, how we should act upon ourselves, and how we should look upon others. Udbodhan, a place in Calcutta where Holy Mother used to come and stay. Whenever Holy Mother was there, everyone was eager to serve her. But her simple lifestyle precluded any extra help. On the other hand, she used to lend a hand in the day-to-day work of the place. She found fulfillment in work and used to say she did not feel at home in a place if she was not allowed to work. She loved to work. She loved to meditate and she loved to pray. She was ever active and meticulous in her actions. Her method of work also reflected the purity of her person. She would place seats during mealtime in such a way that the distance among all would be the same. Even the broom was neatly arranged. Holy Mother thus set an example of hard work through her everyday life and inspired others to shun idleness. She was remarkable in the art of service. Her love for even the smallest household item brought out the ideal grihini in her. When Sister Nivedita came to India, she was not allowed into Dakshineshwar temple. But when Swami Vivekananda brought her to Holy Mother accepted this Western lady wholeheartedly and showered love on her. Nivedita was immensely pleased. Holy Mother stood for goodness, for justice unhesitatingly, yet quietly. Society around her was transformed by the purity and quiet strength of her personality. Holy Mother advised the monks of the Ramakrishna order to engage in some activities for the society in lieu of what society was giving them for their upkeep. She stressed the importance of keeping good health for adoration of God. She encouraged her monk sons to serve God through work, which ideal was given by Swami Vivekananda, Atmano Mokshartham Jagadhitaya. When Holy Mother first came to Dakshineshwar, Sri Ramakrishna asked her straight, first visit you must know. Well, Sri Ramakrishna is putting her into test. And Holy Mother is showing her real worth. Sri Ramakrishna asked, well, you have come. Have you come to drag me down to the worldly level? Holy Mother replied immediately, without any hesitation, why should I do that? I have come only to serve you in the path of spiritual life and to learn from you. Now, Holy Mother is testing Sri Ramakrishna. Sri Ramakrishna's test Holy Mother passed. Now Holy Mother's test Sri Ramakrishna should pass. She was massaging Sri Ramakrishna's feet. One day, Suddenly she asked, Master, how do you look upon me? Immediately Sri Ramakrishna answered, without any hesitation, well, do you want to know that? The mother who is the deity in the temple, the mother who gave birth to me and now resides in the Nahabat, the same mother is now massaging my feet. The test of Holy Mother. Sri Ramakrishna said, my very devotion to God will take wings if her feelings are even slightly hurt. How he treated Holy Mother, with utmost respect and dignity. Holy Mother used to say, it is most amazing. Not even one day did Sri Ramakrishna utter a harsh word to wound my feelings. He never struck me even with a flower. Holy Mother used to pray, there are dark spots even on the moon, but do thou, O Lord, make me absolutely spotless. Referring to Holy Mother, Sri Ramakrishna said, had she not been so pure, who knows whether I might not have lost my self-control. Thus we find Sri Ramakrishna acknowledging Holy Mother's immaculate purity. Holy Mother lived day after day and year after year in the very small room in the Nahabat at Dakshineshwar without the least complaint or annoyance, almost shut off from the outside world and most of the time alone, serving Sri Ramakrishna and his numerous disciples and devotees amidst innumerable difficulties and hardships. And how she would get up every day early, about 3 a.m. and having bathed in the Ganga, used to attend to her spiritual practices and to the daily routine until late at night. But amidst all these, she kept herself pure, calm, balanced and contented. Referring to this period, Holy Mother said, I felt a picture of joy was always in my heart. After the passing away of Sri Ramakrishna, Sarada Devi successfully filled the void created by Master's absence in the spiritual realm. Her true worth and her spiritual greatness were manifested during the course of about 34 years of her spiritual ministration after the passing away of Sri Ramakrishna until she left the mortal world on July 20, 1920. Thousands of men and women devotees came to her for spiritual life and guidance. Holy Mother initiated many of them. The great monastic disciples of Sri Ramakrishna held her in high esteem and reverence. They used to seek her permission and advice in their important undertakings. She was like a mother unto all. Nay, she was the very embodiment of the ideal of motherhood. She was lovingly addressed as mother by all. It fulfilled the prophecy of Sri Ramakrishna that she would be addressed as such by thousands of pure souls. That was when Sarada Devi's mother had complained that her daughter, being married to a madman like him, had not had the happiness of being addressed as mother by her children. When Sarada Devi's mother had this kind of feeling, Sri Ramakrishna corrected her and told, don't worry about that. You'll see how she manifests her motherly qualities, how the children would call her mother, mother all the time. Her immaculate purity and her spontaneous motherly love have earned Sarada Devi the epithet, the Holy Mother, by which name all her devotees refer to her. Referring to Holy Mother's advent, Vivekananda said, without Shakti, there is no regeneration for the world. Mother has been born to revive that wonderful Shakti. She will be the nucleus. Once more, women like Gargis and Maitreyis will be born in the world. Swami Premanand, another disciple of Sri Ramakrishna, looked upon Holy Mother as a mighty power. He said, many devotees come for initiation. The poison of their past sins we cannot digest. Premanand is telling, one of the direct disciples of Sri Ramakrishna. He is telling, we can't digest the poison of these people. What we would do? We would simply send them to Holy Mother. But Holy Mother takes everyone into her lap. Infinite power and infinite mercy. She is the embodiment of infinite power and infinite mercy. Even Sri Ramakrishna used to examine minutely and select disciples. But with Holy Mother, what do we see? A wonder, a great wonder. What is that? She gives refuge to all. She eats the food of all, and everything is digested. That is why we find, if you want to have the real mother, the understanding of the real mother, study the life and teachings of Holy Mother. Sri Sarada Devi was intensely sattvic. The external manifestations of greatness, which alone people generally understand, are so few in her that her real greatness is hidden from the ordinary eyes. Ordinary people could not understand. She was looking very natural, like any other lady. Like the captivating beauty of a princess behind a veil. Though in a sense, the Holy Mother may be considered as a first disciple of Sri Ramakrishna, her renunciation and purity matched that of Sri Ramakrishna, and her spiritual realizations were of the highest order. And in some respects, she is peerless. All distinctions of high and low, rich and poor, caste and outcast, man and woman, Indian and foreigner, were absent from her mind. To her all were children, and her love flowed in torrents without any consideration and without stint, breaking through all barriers. Though literally worshipped by hundreds, including Sri Ramakrishna himself, and though she had been ministering unto the spiritual needs of thousands, she maintained always utter simplicity, and lived like an ordinary woman, doing all the household work. Sri Sarada Devi saw the divine in all equally, and her understanding of people and their affairs was simply remarkable, though she had hardly any school education. She always encouraged the education of girls and exhorted them to develop character, which is the real beauty in life. The Holy Mother's teachings are simple, deep, and instructive. Once Holy Mother said, "One must perforce work. It is only through work that the bondage of work will be cut asunder, and one will get a spirit of non-attachment. One should not be without work even for a moment," a teaching which she exemplified in her life. To one who threw a broomstick carelessly after sweeping, Holy Mother said, "Why do you do that? Even a broomstick should be treated with respect. One should perform even an insignificant work with respect." This treating with respect even an inanimate thing is indeed a unique idea, deep with great significance and possibilities. Holy Mother forbade another to touch a cat with her foot and asked her to make amends by saluting it, for the divine resides in all. What love even for insignificant creatures! Silence and unobtrusiveness were characteristic of her, and she transformed all those that came to her through her infinite motherly love. Whoever has approached her has felt these characteristics immediately. Sister Nivedita writes to her in a happy, reminiscent mood, "Dear Mother, you are full of love. And it is not a flushed and violent love like ours and like the world's, but a gentle peace that brings good to everyone and wishes ill to none. It's a golden radiance, full of play. Surely you are the most wonderful thing of God. The wonderful things of God are all quiet, stealing unnoticed into our lives. The air and the sunlight and the sweetness of gardens and of the Ganges. These are the silent things that are like you." Finally, the most important message of Holy Mother, not to see the faults in others and to appreciate the least good in them, was natural in her and was one of her important teachings. The last message of Holy Mother, given just 5 days before her passing away, when she was lying ill and could hardly speak, it's very significant. She said, "I tell you one thing. If you want peace of mind, do not find fault with others. Rather see your own faults. Learn to make the whole world your own. No one is a stranger, my child. This whole world is your own." Such is the great life of Sri Sarada Devi, the Holy Mother, the divine consort of Sri Ramakrishna. If Sri Ramakrishna embodied in himself the ideals and aspirations of Vedic culture, Sri Sarada Devi was the very incarnation of the ideals of Indian womanhood, of chaste and pure wifehood, of loving motherhood, of calm, balanced, self-reliant and practical attitude to life, of fortitude in suffering, of self-sacrifice and service, of finding happiness in the happiness of the served, and of depth, steadiness, and devotion to spiritual ideals, and of imparting them to others without appearing to be a guru. She ever remained the Mother Supreme, the Holy Mother. Following her footsteps, let us hope once again the emergence of Gargis and Maitreys, Sitas and Savitris in large numbers. It is possible. That power is there in all the women. Only they should understand it and try to manifest it in their life. May Sri Ramakrishna and Holy Mother bless you all on this New Year's Day with peace, joy and prosperity. With these words, I conclude my talk today. As I said, there will be a reading by Jim Harrison on Kalpataru, a passage from great pastor. After that, every one of you should go to Shivananda Hall to take the prasadam. Then only you are permitted to go. Thank you. Sahana bhavatu sahanau bhunaktu sahaviryam karavavahai tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Tat Sat. May the Divine Supreme protect us. May He nourish us. May we work in harmony with great vigor. May our study be illuminating and fruitful. May we not hate each other. Peace, peace, peace be unto all.